Primary 3 Exploring Grammar, page 38 to 39. Unit 8, Be a Good Child. In this chapter, we're going to look at how verbs work with prepositions together to create special meanings in sentences. So here I highlighted all the verbs in green and prepositions in yellow. Please do so in your grammar exercise. Part A. Rose is the role model of all the other fairies. Circle the correct answers. So here in all these 8 sentences, I have highlighted all the subject in red and all the verbs in green. Please do so in your grammar exercise also. Let's look at sentence number 1. Rose gets up early or gets off early. So here I've circled the S. We add S because Rose is a she, it's a third person. That's why we need to add S to the verb, because we're using present tense, as getting up early is Rose's habit in the morning. Sentence 2. She listens to her teachers or she listens with her teachers. 3. She takes care of her friends or takes care to her friends. 4. She looks up her grandpa or she looks after her grandpa. So for number 5, I've highlighted does not laugh in green. She does not laugh at her friends or laugh after her friends. So here you see after does not, we do not add S to the verb after it. We don't say does not laughs. Okay, there's no S after the verb laugh. And we use does not because the subject is she, and we're still using present tense because we are describing the fairy's habit. Part C. Simple present tense. Daisy and Hugo like Rose a lot. They are talking about Rose. Daisy. Rose has afternoon tea with us every day. She listens to us. We use the simple present tense to talk about people's habits. So we use the simple present tense to talk about things that happened from time to time. It doesn't change for a while. For example, I like apples. I don't change my favorite food all the time. So this is why we use present tense. Another example, I go to school by bus. So this is a habit I have. I don't change all the time. This is why I use present tense. I am a student. I'm a student for a pretty long time until I become an adult and go to work. I'm still a student. So I use present tense. Part B. Rose and her friends have good habits. Rose is talking about them. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the given words. So here, let's look at the notes over here. For present tense, we talk about habits or things that doesn't change all the time. So if we are using it with a subject, he, she, or it, we add S to the verb. For example, he sings, she sings, it sings. But if we are using the negative form, then we use does not for he, she, it. However, we don't add S to the verb after does not. For example, he does not sing, she does not sing, it does not sing. For the subject I, we, you, they, we do not add s to the verb. I sing, we sing, you sing, they sing. If we're talking about the negative form, then we use do not instead of does not. I do not sing, or I don't sing. We do not sing, or we don't sing. So please feel free to use the short form doesn't or don't for does not and do not. So for the simple present tense, to figure out whether we need to add s or use does not or do not, we need to first look at the subject. So here I have highlighted the subject for you. Sentence 1, I. 2, you. Number 3, Hugo and Lily. We can replace it with a pronoun they. Number 4, Hugo and I. We can replace it with the pronoun we. Number 5, you is the subject. Number 6, Robin and I. Again, we can replace it with the pronoun we. And for number 7, Robin is a he, is a boy's name. Lily, Peach, these are girls' names, and we can replace it with she. James, replace it with a he, and Daisy, a she. When you see not in the sentence, that means we need to figure out whether we use do not or does not. Do not eat or does not eat. Do not talk or does not talk.